It is that time of year that so many people go out of their way to make sure that others are taken care of. The holidays tend to bring out the best in all of us. Well, for the last 2 years, a very special group of ladies have joined forces to make a difference, helping the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro Denver. And this is indeed a unique group. It is made up of 6 wives of the general managers and coaches of our pro sports teams. Here with us today is Barb Paton, the wife of Denver Broncos general manager George Paton. Barb, you launched the Holiday Huddle back in 2022. What a great idea.
Well, thank you. I wish I could take all the credit for it, but it was a suggestion from a friend when we were with the Vikings in Minneapolis. And so when we moved to Denver, I thought I would try to do that out here.
So trying to create that network, because the seasons are different for everyone and the schedules are so different. We're talking about the Broncos, of course, then you add in the Rockies, the Avalanche, the Nuggets, the Mammoth, and the Rapids. That's pretty hard to get everyone organized.
Oh gosh, I always joke. I say it's easier to nail Jello to a wall than to get us all together because our seasons are so different. Yeah.
I want to ask you how this works, but first I want to try to understand what it's like when your husband, because these these have very busy jobs, so you have to run the house.
Yes.
You have to run the life of everything that's going on. It's a big job what you try to do at home. So to tell us, I mean, how time-consuming is it to be the wife of a general manager of a professional sports team?
Well, we always joke around and say that, you know, you're a single parent when the season starts. All the teams, we've all sat and talked about that, especially some of the teams that have to play 92 games, 100 and, you know, whatever
62 games for the Rockies.
Yes, yeah. Of course. It is something that we all have in common where, you know, they don't have just that season, they have the after season where they have to also recruit and scout and all of that. So it's a whole year kind of a thing, and we just have to do the best we can. We're all in the same boat.
Talk about generating that relationship, though, because it makes sense on paper to say, well, the 6 of us should get together and do something. Was it easy? Was it fun?
Yeah, well, it's wonderful because we did some research to see what are the organizations that all of the teams have in common. You have to have that common denominator, and the Boys and Girls Club was one of them, which was a no-brainer, and then A Precious Child was another, and they're both have to do with children, trying to give them a better head start or just a better life, you know, if they can after school, or, you know, even just for necessity, you know, things that they really need. And so it wasn't very hard for me to get these women on board. They were already doing it with their organizations. And so now we just joined forces for a couple events a year. And I just think it's amazing because we all have sports fans. All of our teams have these dedicated, wonderful sports fans. And it's so nice to just call on them to say, hey, help us out. Let's bring some awareness to these 2 organizations. And so that's been nice.
You talk about the big events of the year. The Holiday Huddle is coming up on Friday. And it's not something that the public can go to or anything like that, but it's a chance for you to share what you've been doing throughout the year.
Yes, of course, yes. So we try, all of us have our own schedules and what we can do to provide for this party. So the Boys and Girls Club have 27 clubs or branches on the Metro Denver area. And we try to go to one of their Christmas parties and just enhance it a little bit more with our presence there, and just also, I mean, presence meaning our being there for them.
Right.
And it's just fun. We have activities. We do Santa snow globe. We do some cookie decorating. The kids get a chance to shop with points, with some toys that are donated, which we're so grateful for. And then they get to wrap these presents up and take some home to some of the people they want to give the gifts to, which is really nice.
Well, it's terrific. You got here, and 1 year later you had started it. Now in your 3rd year, the Holiday Huddle coming up on Friday. We hope the Holiday Huddle is also fun because of what happens on Thursday night. But we really appreciate you coming down here and sharing with us, and we'll continue to tell the story because I think it's a terrific story to tell.
Oh, I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Barb Paton, thanks for taking the time to visit with us.
Sure, thank you.